Rockstar has been cooking up systems and features that have literally never existed in a GTA game before. And I'm not talking about small stuff. I'm talking about things that are going to fundamentally change how this game feels the moment you boot it up. Some of this stuff is confirmed straight from trailers and Rockstar themselves. Some of it comes from incredibly detailed leaks that line up with everything we know. And all of it points to the same conclusion. GTA 6 is not just the next GTA. It might be the biggest leap forward we've ever seen in open-world gaming. Okay, let's start with the one that honestly blew my mind when I first heard about it. The in-game social media. Now, GTA 5 had a basic internet browser, right? You could check fake websites, look at the stock market, browse some parody pages. It was fun, but it was static. It was just sitting there, waiting for you to click on it. GTA 6 is doing something completely different. From what we've seen in the trailers and from credible leaks, GTA 6 is going to have a full-blown TikTok and Instagram-style social media platform built right into the game world. And here's the wild part. NPCs are going to use it actively. In the trailer, you can literally see NPCs on the beach holding up their phones, recording videos, doing TikTok dance routines. And there's a live comment section scrolling on screen. This isn't a cutscene. This is the game world just existing around you. But it goes deeper than that. According to multiple credible reports, NPCs won't just be recording random stuff. They'll be recording you. If you start causing chaos in public, pulling out a weapon, getting into a fight, doing something wild, nearby NPCs might whip out their phones and start filming. That footage could then show up on the in-game social media feed. Think about what that means for a second. In every other GTA game, you cause trouble, cops show up, you either escape or you don't. Done. But in GTA 6, your actions could go viral inside the game world itself. NPCs across Leonida could be reacting to what you did, commenting on it, sharing it. Your reputation as a player character might actually be shaped by the in-game public. And it's not just about crime. The social media system seems to be tied into the entire world simulation. Events happening across Leonida, random world events, mission outcomes, things other NPCs are doing, all of it could show up in this social feed. Weasel News is coming back too, and there are hints that it might blend with the social media platforms, creating this layered media ecosystem where news, user content, and reactions all mix together. If you remember GTA 5's stock market, how Lester's assassination missions would affect share prices, imagine that concept, but expanded to an entire social media ecosystem. The world reacts to you, the world talks about you, and that changes how the world treats you. We have never seen anything like this in a GTA game, not even close. Alright, this next one is honestly just as huge, and it directly connects to the social media system. Let's talk about the NPCs in GTA 6, because Rockstar has apparently gone absolutely insane with this. So here's what we know from a very detailed leak that dropped recently. Rockstar reportedly held additional voice recording sessions back in December 2025, and these sessions were massive. We're talking over 300 voice actors recording more than 35,000 additional lines of dialogue. And that's just for background NPCs, not story characters, background characters. But the number of lines isn't even the craziest part. It's how those lines are used. In previous GTA games, NPCs had a handful of generic voice lines. You'd walk past someone and they'd say the same thing every time. Walk past them again, same line.
I'm so excited! Implant Outsource is on tonight. I'm so addicted to that show.
It got repetitive fast. We all know that feeling. GTA 6 is reportedly using a completely new system that Rockstar is calling modular dialogue. Here's how it works. Every single voice line has a set of tags attached to it, labels that describe the situation where that line should play. Things like, who is the NPC? What's their emotional state? Have they seen the player before? What's the weather like? What time of day is it? So imagine you walk into a convenience store at night, in the rain, and you've robbed this store before. The game checks all those conditions and pulls a very specific voice line, one where the clerk recognizes you, sounds panicked, and references the weather. If you come back in the morning on a sunny day and you haven't caused any trouble, you'd get a completely different line from the same NPC. Voice actors reportedly recorded multiple takes of the same lines in different emotional states: calm, panicked, whispering, injured. The game picks the version that matches what's actually happening around the player in real time. And there's this thing they're calling dialogue decay. Basically, if you hang out in the same area for too long, the game won't repeat lines. It reaches deeper into its library and starts pulling less common variants. So the longer you stay, the more unique the conversations sound. That's wild. On top of all that, NPCs can now have actual conversations with each other, not just isolated voice lines, real back and forth exchanges. Two characters might argue over a parking spot, and that argument could naturally escalate into a physical fight, with the dialogue reflecting every stage of that escalation. We've never had that in a GTA game. Red Dead Redemption 2 started moving in this direction with its greet and antagonize system, but GTA 6 sounds like it's taking that concept and multiplying it by 100. Now you might be thinking, GTA 5 already had multiple protagonists. And yeah, it did, 3 of them. But GTA 6 is handling it differently. GTA 6 has 2 playable protagonists, Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos. And the big deal here isn't just that there are 2 characters, it's the relationship between them. This is the first time in GTA history that the 2 main characters are romantically involved. Jason and Lucia are a couple, and their story is inspired by Bonnie and Clyde. 2 people caught up in a criminal conspiracy who have to rely on each other to survive. Lucia is also the first ever female protagonist in a mainline GTA game. That's a massive first for the series. From what we know, Jason has an ex-military background. There's a paratrooper tattoo visible on his shoulder in the trailer. Lucia originally comes from Liberty City, and her father taught her how to fight. So both characters come in with different skill sets and different backstories, and the way they interact with each other and the world is going to be a core part of the gameplay. The character switching mechanic returns from GTA 5, but with much deeper narrative integration. It's not just switch to Trevor for chaos, switch to Franklin for driving. The switching between Jason and Lucia is woven directly into the story. Their missions overlap, their decisions affect each other, and their relationship evolves based on what's happening in the game. We've had multiple protagonists before, but we've never had anything like this in GTA. Here's another feature that's genuinely new for the series. GTA 6 takes place in the fictional state of Leonida, which is Rockstar's version of Florida. The main city is Vice City, a modern-day take on Miami, but the full map includes a bunch of distinct regions. You've got the Leonida Keys, which is their version of the Florida Keys, Grass Rivers, which is basically the Everglades, Port Gellhorn, an industrial port area, Ambrosia, Mount Calaga National Park, and more. The map is estimated to be at least twice the size of GTA 5's Los Santos and Blaine County combined. That alone is massive. But the really new thing here is that the map apparently evolves over time. Leaks and reports suggest that buildings might go under construction, roads could change, and areas of the map might transform as the story progresses or as time passes in the game world. Rockstar has also confirmed that they plan to expand the game world after launch, with new missions and potentially new cities added regularly. That's something we've never seen in a GTA single-player experience. The idea that the world itself changes, not just the missions or the story, but the physical environment. That's a huge deal for a series that's always had static maps. GTA 6 is set in Florida, or at least Rockstar's version of it, and Florida is famous for its extreme weather, and Rockstar is leaning into that hard. From what we've seen in leaked footage and trailers, GTA 6 has a significantly upgraded weather system compared to any previous game. Rain doesn't just look pretty, it actually affects the world. Roads get slippery, visibility drops, and NPCs react differently when it's raining versus when it's sunny. There were early reports that Rockstar originally planned to include full hurricanes and tornadoes in the game. Now, one credible source, Rockstar Universe, has said that the extreme weather features were scrapped at some point during development, possibly due to technical limitations. But even without full hurricanes, the weather system still sounds miles ahead of GTA 5. Lightning storms, flooding, heat waves, fog, all of these are expected to affect gameplay in meaningful ways. NPCs might sound more irritated on really hot days. Fog could affect visibility during stealth missions. Storms could disrupt certain activities or create new opportunities. And here's a detail that came from the leaked NPC dialogue info. The weather actually changes how NPCs talk. If it's raining heavily, their tone and lines shift. If it's brutally hot, they react to that too. The weather doesn't just affect the visuals and driving physics, it affects the social fabric of the game world. That's never been done to this extent in a GTA game. Here's something that might not sound flashy, but it's actually a pretty big shift for the series. In every GTA game up to this point, your character could carry an entire arsenal in their back pocket. Pistols, shotguns, rocket launchers, grenades, all at the same time with no weight limit, no carry restrictions. Just a weapon wheel full of everything. GTA 6 is changing that. Similar to what Red Dead Redemption 2 did, players can now only carry 2 rifles and 2 pistols on their person. Everything else gets stored in your vehicle's trunk. So when you're on foot, you have to be strategic about what you bring. The weapon wheel has been redesigned too. You can now switch between weapons, gear, and equipment using the shoulder buttons. And speaking of equipment, there's a whole new category of items you can carry. Binoculars, body armor, flashlights, food and drink, duffel bags, trauma kits, and more. There's also an item called an immobilizer bypass, which strongly suggests that stealing luxury cars will involve a new minigame mechanic. You can't just hop into any car anymore. Some vehicles are going to require you to actually work to steal them. Drive-by mechanics have been expanded too. You can now shoot from car windows, from the back of truck beds, and even while swimming. And crouching is now a thing for stealth. Though going fully prone, which was seen in the 2022 leaked footage, has apparently been removed from the final build. None of this existed in previous GTA games. The carry system, the equipment loadout, the vehicle trunk storage, it all points to a more grounded, realistic approach to combat and preparation. The vehicle system in GTA 6 is getting a serious upgrade too. Over 200 vehicles have already been confirmed from trailers and leaks. Cars, motorcycles, helicopters, planes, and boats. But the real difference is in the detail. Vehicle interiors are now fully modeled with working speedometers, gauges, interior lighting, interactive pedals, adjustable steering wheels, rear view mirrors, armrests, and even sun visors. The mirrors actually show real-time reflections of what's behind you. You can drive in both third-person and first-person views, and the first-person driving experience sounds like it's going to be incredibly immersive with all of that interior detail. You can also buy vehicles from dealerships and showrooms found throughout the game world, which is a system we haven't seen in GTA before. Previously, you'd either steal cars or they'd be given to you through missions. Now there's an actual economy around vehicle ownership. GTA 5 had some wildlife, deer, cougars, sharks, but it was pretty basic. GTA 6 is going way further. The game features alligators, wild boars, dogs, snakes, flamingos, dolphins, and sharks. And from what we've seen in the trailer, these animals interact with each other in a dynamic predator-prey system. This is straight out of the Red Dead Redemption 2 playbook, but now in a modern, urban, and subtropical setting. The Grass Rivers area, Rockstar's Everglades, is apparently going to be filled with wildlife and underwater secrets. There are explorable underwater areas with treasure and hidden content, which is another first for the series at this scale. One of the things that always bugged fans about previous GTA games was how few buildings you could actually enter. You'd have this massive, beautiful city, but 99% of the doors were locked. GTA 6 appears to be addressing that head-on. Leaked footage and trailer details show far more accessible interiors. Stores, restaurants, clubs, businesses. Combined with the redesigned equipment system and the immobilizer bypass mechanic, it seems like interacting with the world's buildings and businesses is going to be a much bigger part of the gameplay. There are hints of a more developed economy system too, buying properties, investing, running criminal enterprises. We've had some of this in previous GTAs, but the combination of the social media system, the reactive NPCs, and the evolving map suggests it's going to be much more integrated this time around. Alright guys, let's step back and look at the big picture here. Everything I've just walked you through, the in-game social media, the modular NPC dialogue system, the dual protagonist relationship, the evolving map, the advanced weather, the realistic carry limits, the vehicle interiors, the wildlife ecosystem, the explorable buildings, none of this has existed in a Grand Theft Auto game before. Not individually, and definitely not all together in the same game. And that's what makes GTA 6 so exciting. It's not just one feature that's new, It's that every single layer of the game seems to have been rebuilt from the ground up with one goal in mind: to make the world feel genuinely alive. When NPCs record your actions and post them to an in-game social media platform, and other NPCs react to those posts, and the weather changes how people talk to you, and the buildings around you evolve over time, and your character can only carry what they can realistically hold, all of those systems working together create something that no game has ever done before. Rockstar reportedly spent close to $3 billion making this game. They had over 300 voice actors record tens of thousands of lines just for background characters. Every building and street was built by hand, no AI-generated shortcuts. The CEO of Take-Two literally said they're trying to create the best thing anyone has ever seen in entertainment. Not gaming, entertainment. November 19th, 2026. That's when we find out if they pulled it off. Personally, based on everything we've seen, everything that's been confirmed and credibly leaked, I think they might actually do it. But what do you guys think? Are you hyped for these new features? Or are you keeping your expectations in check? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot more GTA 6 coverage coming as we get closer to launch. This has been GameSight. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.